Oh, let's open up the camera. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Yes, the desk is messy. It's always messy. You know the way I roll. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. I hope everybody had a wonderful yesterday. It is currently 24 degrees, including the humidity in southeast Manitoba, which means it is 75 degrees Fahrenheit with the humidity, humidex. So I was kind of at a loss as to what I wanted to play with today. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Anne. Hi, Liz. Nice to see you guys. Um, Yesterday, Ron and I went to this place called the Leaf. So it's almost like a conservatory full of tropical plants, flowers, incredible, um, different leaves and textures and that kind of thing. So he took a whack load of pictures because he does better photography than I do. So sometime over the winter, I'm going to be playing with making some actual paper leaves that are replicates of the leaves that I saw there, hopefully. But that's for the winter. But it's a lovely place. If you're ever in Winnipeg, I suggest if you rob a small bank to go and see it, please do. It's beautiful. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. So while we were out yesterday, I actually stopped by a dollar store. I bought something, guys. I bought something. They had these big intensity fine line permanent markers. So I had to buy them. I had to buy one pack of every color. They were just under $4 Canadian. No, I'm not selling. I'm not enabling. I'm just telling you, I actually spent money on stuff yesterday. I don't normally spend money, but I have been using these. Let's put the glasses on so I can read them, right? Glasses. It's going to be a day, ladies. It's going to be a day. These are Stadler Tri Plus fine liners. They run. If you get them wet, they run. They smear. So when I've been decorating my leaves and flowers using these, it makes a mess. I am not happy. I'll be honest. If I'm putting another coating of something on it, if I am not putting a finish of any kind, it's fine. But there's sometimes I do like to put a finish on things. So I'm not very happy with those Stadler ones. Figured that uh, 4 pens, no, 5 pens each pack for $4. Bic. I'm gonna try them because they're supposed to be permanent. They come in lots of nice colors, and if they're fine enough, I can actually doodle with them. So I'm looking forward to doing some doodling. Yay! So the other thing I bought was envelopes because lo and behold, I was out of envelopes, and because I am doing the swaps and Jonies group for ATCs, and that's another pet peeve that they petted my peeve yesterday. Anyway, I want to decorate these today, so I figured we'd just do some. Yeah, I know, test markers first. I don't even think of that half the time, Sherry. I really don't. It's just like, okay, let's just do it, right? And then I get a little snarky because it happens, we know. Um, so anyway, I'm out of decorated envelopes. So I figured we would decorate some envelopes today. We're just going to do some mark making. I've just got cheapy deco art, Dollarama kind of paints, right? And we're just going to have a bit of a play. I've got my faux gel plate out because not everybody has a gel plate. So those of you who can't afford a gel plate, and I don't want to do a big batch of gel plating because normally I'll do my envelopes if I'm gel plating, doing some gel prints. But I've got enough gel prints right now. I want to really start using what I've got. But I don't have any envelopes, so I had to buy some. So we're going to decorate them. So I've pulled out all kinds of stuff to make marks on these envelopes. Because I like sending out fun envelopes. But I'm not one for making my own envelopes, really. Don't ask me why, which is very strange because I'll make darn near everything else, right? So I bought markers or bought envelopes. Yeah, test markers first. I know, it's shocking. Kim bought something. I've been bad buying things lately, though, right? Because I bought those fancy acrylic inks because I'm in a doodling stage right now and I wanted those lovely inks. Because even some of the gel pens run, right? Like, I just, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I want to make some decorative envelopes because if I'm sending out Happy Mail or anything, these are really boring. All right, so this is just one of those white foamy things from packing. It's not styrofoam. It's like this nylon stuff. Those of you who haven't been here before, this is what I use in this plastic Ziploc bag. I use it like a gel plate. I put paint on it, roll it out with a brayer. But today it's just going to be a stamp pad. So we're going to start with some purple. I don't know what I'm going to be using. I've got all my marking stuff under the desk here. So I'm just going to reach down and grab something. So let's grab. And I know that not everybody has these things either. I know that. But I'm fortunate enough to have these. These are just wooden blocks that my husband has put on the lathe and turned for me so that I've got something to play with. And they don't have to be really heavy ink, paint, whatever that. What is this? Paint. And of course, I'm going to use more than one color on each envelope, but we'll just start doing a few like this and take it from there. So have you guys created anything fun over the last couple of days? You know what? Let's do two at a time. That just makes sense to me. Well, I guess I could just go like this too, instead of using the brayer. Might be easier. Let's find out. You know, I'm going to go across both bottoms like this. Like that. Oh, nice. I have been making, what was I making? I was making faux washi paper after Sunday's live. So I was doodling with gel pen and paint and marker on a piece of tracing paper. You know how I do my washi tapes. Covered printed old business cards. Excellent. I actually was playing with that. I think it was Sunday morning that I took all my stack of old business cards and I printed, or I put pages over them so that I can use them for pockets and things. But I never thought of doing a book out of them. What a great idea. Okay, so these are very fine, like light paint. You can't really see it, but that's okay. And of course, I'm just going to brayer off on this because I will use that for something eventually. And you added quotes? Awesome. See, I did that with tags, little tag book, because that's what I was trying to first do when I was trying to get that plastic sound that I couldn't get with these. Nice. That's good that the glue sticks to them. Some of mine, I'm not sure that the glue's going to stick, but we'll find out. We will find out. Okay, let's add some blue. Let's play with some blue. Welcome to my channel, Liz. I don't know if you know everybody here, but we're a friendly group. Hey, my granddaughter's 20 as well. I've got a greebly in there someplace. I saw it. There it is. We're just going to get rid of that. Oh, you know Liz? Awesome. So again, brayer, dollar store paint. Let's use a piece of plastic canvas. So we can put it down on the paint. Let's get the mouse out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. We'll put a couple of pieces down so that we can... Hey, Belinda. Finding more brayer off sheets. Nice. Fantastic. So that's got some paint on it. I'm not too worried about where the paint ends up on the envelopes. As long as it's not white, I'm happy. It's just to add some interest to the envelope so that when people get their Happy Mail, they go, wow, that's kind of cool. Let's do this one on the back. I'm just going to use as I say, I'm going to use this kind of like a gel plate print. So if you can see, it's got the check marks, boxes from using the plastic canvas. So I'm just going to have some solider, good talk much me. More solid paint. Thanksgiving cards, nice. I'm actually excited for Thanksgiving this year. I don't normally get excited, but evidently my granddaughter's going to be home for Thanksgiving, and so that's going to be very nice. I'm really kind of excited about that. I only want this part here. So again, I'm using this like a gel plate. And I don't care that I've got the greeblies. I don't care if it's big and thick and stuff. It's just going to be interesting envelopes. That's all I'm looking for. It's some interesting envelopes. And I've got another piece up there. Whoa. You know what? I'm going to put it right across here. Beautiful cards. Oh, good. I'd love to see. I appreciate people who make cards. I do not have the patience for doing cards, and I freely admit it. What do I want to put? Let's use this. We'll just put some marks in here. And maybe we'll be able to pull some of that. Yeah, I cringe when somebody wants me to make a card. I'd much rather play with a little piece of paper, scissors, and glue than make a card. So do you make cards to fit specific size envelopes, or do you make envelopes to fit the cards? Okay, so I have a wet cloth here. Yes, don't look, it's ugly. And seriously, I use what I've got. This isn't ready for the trash can yet. It still does what it has to do, so it's not going anywhere. Okay. So then you know specifically what you are working, what size you're working with, which is awesome. So this is a turquoise. I've used this purple is African violet. It's very translucent. I used this blue, which is tropical blue, but it picked up a lot of the purple. So it's kind of like mud. So this is turquoise. Again, just squeeze out some. Oh, it's got a big clumpy thing. There we go. Got rid of the clumpy thing. Now I'm going to wipe my hands on that and get totally covered in turquoise. You know how that works. And again, I'm just using solid colors. I'm not going for those huge prints that everybody else is going for. This is just for envelopes. Most people just toss their envelopes out. I just like to give them a little bit of anticipation of what might be inside. Okay, let's use, what have I got? What have I got? Got a hunk of shelf liner stuff. So I'm just going to put this down right on the turquoise. So it's going to give that pattern into the paint. You guys know how gel prints work. So now I've got this. I am going to just take some envelopes and print from this. Now I'm starting to overlay some of the other things that I have used. I like mask making too, Liz. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? To have this stuff ready to rock when you need it. This one slid. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Oh, not bad. I do both back and fronts. And I smudged some paint on there. It's okay. We can cover it up or we can leave it. Either way is fine. We're just playing today. Absolute play. Using what we've got. Trying to make something pretty. Thank you very much for such a lovely write-up. You definitely brought tears to my eyes yesterday. It was a wonderful way to start my week. Okay, so this is getting a little bit on the dry side now. Let's see if I can just put one of these big white envelopes on and pick anything else up. Sherry, I haven't cut out those stencils yet for you, hun. It's on my to-do list. Okay, so this is pretty much dry. I'm going to start pulling from this now. And I don't want to pull from the whole thing. I only pull a small section at a time. Uh-oh. Don't put wet paint on top of wet paint. I know better. There. Hey, Jen, welcome, welcome. We are just doing some decorative envelopes really quick. I was out of fancy envelopes, so I just want to do some of these. I did go out and buy the envelopes. Normally, I use what I've got on hand. But as I say, I was out of decorative envelopes. Oh, slid. It's okay. It's okay. Do I have any more wet stuff on here? Let's see. Okay. I don't know where the heck that came from. It must have been part of the stack. I'm glad it came off good. I really am. Okay, so we've done that. We've done that. Now we're going to put a bit of yellow on. Again, this is just Dollarama paint. And I've got this again. The husband just turned me some wooden stamp things to use. Brayer. Roll that out. And I'm going to use this like a stamp. And this brayer off here, I will definitely be using to do some leaves and things. It's bright enough yellow as it is, so it might actually be able to be used for flowers. We will see. So I'm just going to, as I say, I'm just going to use this as a stamp. It's picking up the blue underneath, so it's kind of yellow-green. Oh, 6 a.m. is an ugly thing. Yeah, I've had a few wasps too. Actually, I had a wasp nest up in the eave of the house. Ron ended up having to fill it full of soapy water to get rid of them. So, I can leave these as is, but chances are I won't. Next time actually doing some gel printing and stuff, I will add more. But this is a really good start for getting some decorated so that I can send stuff out. All right, we've got lovely circular yellow things here. I haven't found that they were as bad this year as in others. So I don't know how well you can see that, but I've got nice circular concentric circles. Is that the word? I found my friendly Jimmy the Cricket, and then we found 3 more, and I just found another one before I started. So shouldn't have any singers along with us today, but you never know. All right. So I know this is probably boring for you guys, but I really needed to get some of this done for my own sanity because, when I'm reaching for things and I don't have them, it can get a little snark making, if you know what I mean. Yes, they're much better singers than I am, also. All right. All right. All right. So, as I mentioned on Sunday, um, Jean and I have a really interesting kind of journal planned, and we want to do it like a rainbow journal, so each signature would have different color pages in it. So, Friday, we're going to start with red. So, I was going to make some painty papers, etc., with reds. Um, that kind of, I know that I've got some gel prints, whatever, but I think I'm just going to do some uh, pages with red highlight for this. So as I say, I got this that for the washi tape. So it's tracing paper. It's got gel pen, it's got paint, and it's got Sharpie marker on it so far. I didn't have any red tissue paper, so I actually bought that at the dollar store yesterday too. There are some things that you just have to have when you're playing, right? So I'm just going to put down a few pieces of tissue paper on top of this, and then I am going to use probably one of the wooden block stamps I have to do stamping on top. Oh, crickets are bad here this year. But we get them in the house in the fall quite often because they're in my front flower bed. I just need one sheet. You used to be able to buy tissue in variety packs. I haven't seen any at Dollarama. So you end up buying 20 sheets. It's like napkins, right? I know. I haven't had to buy any either because when I had the business, I would buy them in boxes of 500. But since I've been doing swaps and things, I'm sorry if this is loud. I find that I'm going through more envelopes. Yeah, one more. One more piece. So, because they've got some straight edges, I'm going to put that along the straight edge. Those are way big. Okay. I like pieces about this size when I'm doing this. And I didn't have any red napkins, and I didn't buy any because we had this discussion about napkins the other day. So, as I said, we're going to be doing this rainbow journal. I just want to have a few red pages ready, and I guess I'll have to have pages. Whoa, fun! In every color ready. I'm just taking off these super straight edges, and they're going in the garbage. Actually, in the garbage. So I don't know if this gel pen is going to smudge or not. We're going to find out because I'm going to use Mod Podge to put this down. You just made a rainbow journal? Awesome. I had one started, but one of my friends has now decided that she would like to junk it up. Hey! Yeah, sorry. So I gave it to her to play with to start. So this whole page is going to end up being covered in Mod Podge. And again, this is just my faux washi tape paper. Washi, I don't know what you want to call it. Yes, it does. It does. And so we were going to do a signature of each color. But we're only thinking we're not going to be using full sheets. We're going to be cutting them in half so that one sheet would give you 4 8 pages once they're folded in half. Does that make sense? Because when you fold a piece of paper in half to put it in a signature, that's 4 pages. So one page would give you 8. So we were thinking, oh, I've got 2 pieces here. Thinking of doing it so that you only need 5 or 8 pieces maximum of any color that we're doing. Rainbow digikits. Cool. But Jean had found this really interesting journal and figured that we should do that on Friends on Friday. So we'll start this Friday. And like I said, we're going to start with red, I think. I hope so because I'm doing red. And of course, it's up to you for insides, whatever you want to put in it. So if you want to do florals, if you want to do words, if you want to do almost like a glue book where you just find multitudes of things in the color. It's going to be one of those use what you have. And, you know, I just know that I need red pages. Do you have a link for her site, Jen? And are any of my mods here that they could put it in? So yeah, this paper is warping really nice. I like it. It ripped because it's stuck to the page underneath. That's okay. Hey, Carol, welcome, hon. How you doing? I'm making faux washi paper because I don't buy washi tape and stuff. And aren't you a mod on my channel? Can I make you a mod? Can you put the link? Hi, Shaz. Welcome. I'm just making faux washi paper because I don't buy washi tape. So I make this stuff and I cut it in really thin strips because I find the washi tape that I did have, I had to glue down anyway. I'm just going to stick that in that bucket of water there. No, I didn't look for cardstock type paper. Okay, Anne, first off, let's make Anne a mod. Oop. Okay, and if you could put the link to that one in, that would be awesome. So this is really wet. I'm going to let it dry. Yeah, no, I didn't even look for red cardstock. It wasn't primarily on my mind yesterday. I just knew I needed tissue paper. Oh, where am I going to put you to dry? Hopefully that works. So this is what my washi paper looks like by the time I'm done. I use tracing paper and then Mod Podge down some tissue paper and then stamp and some paint and yeah. So it works for what I need. So I've got green and blue and pink, and so I figured red would be good. But you can see that on some of them I have used napkin pieces, but I don't have red napkin either. All right. So the couple of things that I really, really wanted to get done, I have completed. Well, not completed. I did some decorative envelopes because I'm low on those. Glued the tissue paper down onto the tracing paper. What should we make? Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Sonia. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome here. Cool. Carol, I'll make you a mod too. So, because I am in Joni's group for the ATC swaps, I was low on decorative envelopes, so that's why I was doing envelopes today. I bought some plain ones yesterday to do. I don't make my own envelopes. And then again, when I was at the pet peeve post office, she's feeling the envelope and she says, "Is it just paper?" I said, "There might be a piece of yarn on it." She goes, "Oh, they might send it back to you. US Customs is getting really sticky." But she has said that to me for almost a year now. Touch wood. I have never had anything come back. I won't put anything with bulb pins or paper clips or anything in the mail because I'm frustrated with our postal service. And then you guys had been talking about you can get a single price package box for down in the States, right? So you buy the box and it's postage, whatever. And as long as it fits in the box without bulging, it's that price. Well, I checked into that up here. So the cheapest box that I could get is just a small box. You could put up to 11 pounds of items in it, but it's just under $30 to mail. I'm sorry, I don't think that people want to pay for $30 for shipping. I don't want to pay $30 for shipping. So then I asked about envelopes. And if it fits in an envelope, and it's only available if I send it in Canada. So if I was sending it to the West Coast, it would be $23 and something. And if I was sending it east, it would be $16 and something. Well, if I'm sending out a stencil or something, when I'm sending Happy Mail even to people, I don't want to be paying $16. I can't afford that. Pet peeve, done. Sorry. Let's have happy news now. What are we making today, guys? Throw something at me. Aliens? Oh. Doors and windows? Yeah, maybe I'll make another door. I had fun with that door. This is what we did on Sunday. Made this little monster. This is Thornball. And then I did the door with this poor squished monster inside, Morley. Okay, we'll do another door. Another door. I got scrap paper. We'll use this as the base. No, you can see that scribbling on it. We'll use this as the base for the door. Let's grab the bin of junk over here. Stretch. A tag with a door, monster and alien inside. Oh, a whole tag with it. Oh, cool. Book to hold ephemera. What a great idea. Anne wants monsters. Okay, we're going to do another monster on a tag behind a door. So let's grab a tag. How about that? You know what, though? This won't fit in an envelope. And it won't. If I put it in a journal, that's going to be too stinking big. In a journal, let's find something a little smaller. I guess I could cut that. Should we go really wild? I try and make people happy. What do you think of that one, guys? That one or this one? Oh, sticky back clear label holders. Nice. This is what I use for ephemera. Envelopes. Windowed envelopes. Use the pinky one. This one. Or this one. This wild. Okay, we'll use the wild one. I can do that. Okay, so we've got that. What are we going to use for a door? We can do both of them. Let me just move some of this stuff from under my desk. So I've got some place to put my feet now. That wild one. Okay, I'll do them both. I know I have books and paper too, Sonia, that I need to use. Those envelopes are huge though, Shaz. These envelopes are 6 inches by 9 inches. And I use them for storing my Kimbits when I've done playing. But you can get smaller ones. But I really needed something that would hold like all my Goonie birds and things. Okay, we need something for a door. Should we have a black door on the black and purple one? And something wild like that for the door on the purple? It's got a bit of purple on it. Okay. We'll use this for the black door. I'm just going to, here we go. No measuring. Lop it off. This one on the purple. Yes, yes. Okay. So we'll lop off a hunk of that for the door too. Oh, I wanted the purple. Okay. We'll lop another hunk off. There's the purple. And this one probably I'm gonna lop it there, but it's pretty wide, so we're gonna narrow it down just so we can have door frames around, right? This one I'm gonna round at the top because it's kind of got a weird shape. So it's not perfectly round at the top. That's a fun one. Can't remember when I did that one. This one, you know what? I think I want both of them rounded. Okay, so we've got doors. We've got the backing. I'm going to have a whole bunch of space at the top, so maybe we need words, no, wrong way round, words to go about monsters. So again, we're going to take a piece of white and we're going to glue it down, leaving an edge so that we've got a hinge. I need another piece of white. I don't have very many pieces of white scrap today. There we go. Oh, that's cardstock. Yep. There we go. I put another piece of this. So we're going to start by gluing down the doors. If anybody's following along, I hope you have locked the door. So when you're gluing it onto the next piece of paper, make sure you've got lots of room on one side so that that could be where the hinge goes. So we're just Elmer's Glue All. Liquid glue is my go-to glue. Going to make sure that the door is glued to the white because when you open it up, I don't even know what the backs of these say. A lot of times they were my old work pages and bone folder. Work pages, and some of the words could be a little bit daunting. This is a piece of cardstock. I was doing paper dolls, that's why it's painted black, because I do my paper dolls on a black background. And yes, I get covered in paint and glue and stick to everything on my desk. It's just what happens. All right. So this silly door is going really nice and curly on me here. So what I'll do after this dream is I'm going to put it under a pile of books, and that should flatten it out considerably. I should alter published books as well. You know, I've got stacks of books that I want to use that I need to get rid of. But as I say, I'm not about to start chopping up for shipping. Okay, so I am going to let these dry. So what kind of door frames do we want? This one I did kind of like a stony, bricky kind of thing. The nice thing about it is that I could cover up the back piece that I used, but I'm not going to be having a back piece on this. But it has to be something that will cover the hinge that's glued down. Oh, okay. So I put one on. This one's going to have the hinge. How did I do that, guys? Do you remember? Mounding. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So when I cut around the door, what I did, I don't even remember what I did. It was Sunday. Oi. We're going to cut around the door. And when you get to the other side, where you're going to have the hinge, you're going to go out about 1/2 inch. No, we're not measuring. Cut out a piece down here. So this is going to be the hinge. So when you've got it folded, this is going to go under the door frame. So when you open it, you can't see this hinge. So this is still part of the curve. It still needs to come down a little bit more. Because you don't want the hinge part showing. Now, if you're concerned that this is not thick enough, just a single page for the hinge, then you can always do a double layer. We're going to trim this off. You can always do another layer of paper behind and cut it down so that it's got the stability. Oh. It's auto corrupt. It is a snot. Can't remember what the heck I was typing in the other day, and it came out really, really rude. I just laughed. It was just to my bestie just on the other side of town. She laughed too, which was a good thing, you know. I don't know if you guys are anything like me, but I really don't often look to see what the heck I've written. I just assume that it's okay and send it. And this is why I don't text. I just send messages through Messenger. Hey, Pam, welcome. Haven't seen you for a while, hun. We are making doors. So now we're going to fold this hinge that way, and then we're going to fold it this way. Now this door is wonky. Obviously not straight. So when the hinge is like this, we can see this bit of corner. I am going to just cut that flush with the bottom of the door. Actually, I'm going to cut it, do a notch to the door and down again so that there's the hinge on this one. There's the hinge on that one. Let's ink the edges of the door. Ancient Cato marker, Faber-Castell. That was in my dad's stash of stuff, and he has been gone since 1998, and I'm still using up stuff that he had in his supplies of various things. Whoops. Again, I'm just edging it with black marker. All the way around. And then I'm going to fold this back, and I'm going to run the black marker along this edge. No, I'm going to leave it out and run it along that edge because sometimes that little bit shows and we really don't want it to. It just finishes it off that little bit. Okay, so we've got doors. Wild doors. Now we need monsters to go behind the doors, and we need the door moldings, edgings, casing. Casings! I could do 2 doors for variety. Definitely. Maybe I'll have to do one more and do it that way. See, I was thinking though, if I put the hinge on this side of the door, right? Then when I open the door, it's backwards. Uh, it feels backwards. But yeah, a double door would be fun. Almost like French doors. Oh, you know, if you took a piece of paper, let me just grab this stencil thing that I've got here. So if you had a piece of paper and you cut out squares so it looked like window panes, you could put fabric behind like curtains. You could just go all out. We're working on this. We may do a double door after. That could be a lot of fun because then you could use up some of that ucky tool-y ribbon stuff that doesn't glue, it just makes a mess. So we could just have like a solid color. We don't have to have brick. I'm thinking brick would probably swear at that one. Brick wouldn't be too bad on this one, but it would definitely swear at that. I think this needs a solid casing background. We can decorate the door though, for sure. What color? Like a green or a turquoisey? I don't think we need any more pink. That pink's pretty vibrant. How about, I've got this turquoise. It's not quite the same turquoise. Gray? Do I have gray paper? I might have gray paper. Gray is another one of those colors that don't really live in my house. I painted my bedroom gray. My bedroom used to be red. Ron said, it needs to be a lighter color. So he kind of said like a gray and left it at that. So I painted it gray and I cried for 2 weeks. He tested. So I painted it down on it. Let me see what I saw. I do have. I'm in the back 40, guys. Hang on. I'll be back in just a minute. Let me just see what I've got for you. I have this really ugly pink. No, I think it needs to be. I think this needs to be like a. Both of them could be like a turquoisey color, right? They're both kind of on the turquoise side. I don't think I've got turquoise. I Sorry, guys. This is what happens when we play together. You guys throw ideas at me, and then I have to go and find stuff. I could do an arty wood effect. Pulled this green because this has green, still more turquoise than green. I've got this that I got from the neighbor when she moved. I want to see if there's a turquoise in here that could work. Look, I got red. All right. Nope. I think that would be too busy as well. Not that I ever care about busy. I like this, but that's not going to go with that. What do you think? Would that make a good door frame? I can definitely do a wood effect. That is not a problem. No, nothing that grabs me. Okay, so then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it with this green, and then I'm going to use this turquoise and do wood effect. How's that? I like that idea. Definitely like that idea. So before we do this, let's do the wood effect on here. I'm not going to draw it. I am going to. I have this. I don't know how well you can see it. With roses, the wall of roses, Italian style. Oh, yeah, I could do that too. Definitely, I could do that. So I have this wood grain. Um, I have an embossing folder that does wood grain. So I'm going to use this and do wood grain in turquoise and see what it looks like. I use a lot of times my embossed things. I use them like stamps. Those of you who are new here, I use what I have. I use what I have. Let's put it on. Okay, we're going to use this again. We're going to use this big brush. We'll use this corner. Am I overcomplicating it? Whites and blues, windows, doors, looking out to sea. I don't think those backgrounds will do it. Do you need me to start over again? It is. Can Kim do it? Okay, I'm doing the wood grain first. So I'm just going across this embossed paper with this turquoise. And as I say, I use it like a stamp. You are overcomplicated, but you guys know I can paint roses. That's I need it to be just a little bit wetter, this paint, I think. So just add a little bit of water to it. My desk is getting a little crowded. Did Belinda leave and I didn't realize it? I don't know how well you guys can see that. Can you see that wood grain? Does that work? Nope. Oh, nope, you didn't leave? Okay. I'm just wondering because you haven't suggested anything. So I thought maybe you were away. Like I say, I use my embossing folders and I do it on cardstock or whatever, and then I use it like stamps, like this. Or I use the embossing folder itself, if it's handy. Much better when it's wetter. You're watching the flow of ideas? You know, I like how that's turning out. It's very pale, though, when it dries. Yeah, textured wallpaper works, definitely. I mean, a lot of times I do hand draw my wood. Um, like, I hand drew the wood that this door is done, and then I just scan it into the computer and print it as I need it. Okay. Okay. And I did these on paint chips because I have a gazillion paint chips. But I've got roses as well. I used the roses on other projects. Actually, I'm going to do them in gold and use some on the envelopes. Okay, I've got a lot of turquoise paint sitting over there. Now. Did I do it tall enough for the doors? Yes, it's going to go around the door. It's just fine. So I'm going to cut this off. Nope, don't care. Not straight, don't care. We don't worry about things like that here. You think it's a bit pale too? Well, I can go around, once I've got the door on, then I can go around it, the outside, with a solid turquoise. Does that make sense? Yeah, I've done that. I used those for some of the fences I did. These are textured paint chips. This is some sort of circular, I don't know what. And then I've got the roses. I did quite a few of the roses. As I say, I use them like stamps. Okay, let's. I could shadow it with pencil too. Stay. Now I want that blue, that turquoise to stay like that. I am going to flip this on this side. And I am going to take this and just glue down where the door is. Some sort of circular something or other. Sometimes I feel about Canada like that. So as I say, I'm just going to glue down where the hinge is. And of course, you could use fabric. You could use whatever you have. And this one as well, I'm going to glue down. I have a plan. We're going to see if it works. Because remember, if it doesn't, it's just paper, and I have a garbage can beside me. Oh, some sort of circular something or other. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. I have no idea what it is. There's circles with textured line things in them. See? Circular something or other. I have no idea what it's called. No idea what it's called. Okay, so the hinges are down. Now what I'm going to do is cut around. So we're going to make it into more easy to deal with. And I've got a piece of turquoise textured green paper. we will think of something to do with that. So we need to go up and around the door. Nice big wide frame. I'm not going to worry about going across the bottom. What I am going to do, look guys, look. Have you seen me do this before? I bet you haven't. Pencil. I am going to trace around the door. And I'm going to cut it out. I'm not just going to wobble cut this time. Believe it or not, I'm kind of following a pattern. Who am I and what have I done with myself, right? Uh-oh. Well, that didn't quite work out as I anticipated, so there's a gap around the door. But that's okay. Because when I glue it down, you'll see the stuff underneath. Does that make sense? I could pull out a ruler. Am I going to use it? Probably not for what it's supposed to be used for. Look, now I have a green wood grain door. Look at that. I'm going to have another one right away too. I know, it's scary. Oh, no, we got to do around the door first. Oh, we got a wonky door casing. What a shame. So I'm going to go around this door. There's probably an easier way to do this. If you guys figure one out, you can please let me know. Don't cut the hinge. Don't cut the hinge. Did I cut the hinge? I don't know. We'll find out. No, it looks good. Again, I've got big gaps around the door, except for this very top corner here. It will kind of catch. So obviously doing it this way is much easier than doing it this way, because this way I had a nice snug fit for the door. This way I did not. But I can go around this with black marker and hide it. Right? Right. Okay. I have 2 green wood grain doors. Just like that. Just like that. Oh, see, and this wood grain doesn't even go all the way to the top. It's okay. It's okay. And they don't fit on the page because we will trim that down, glue it down and trim it down. Probably this one too. Okay. So now we're going to glue around the door frame and put them on the pages. Then we're going to make some monsters. So those of you who are new to my channel, I craft 99.9% of the time with what I have. And I try and make as much of the stuff that I use as possible. Oh, thanks for coming. Take care. Take care, take care. Thanks for coming. So this is way over the edges. We will trim that shortly. And as I say, I'm going to go around here with a big black marker. Got to figure out some sort of strapping for the door. I can go in here with some colored pencil and fix that. Definitely has a really wild thing happening up here, so I would definitely like to put some sort of monster quote there once I've got the monsters done. So yeah, these are going to be pretty wild tags, but that's totally okay. All right, so those are glued. Now I'm going to go around with a big black marker. For that, I will use a Sharpie. The idea is to disguise that color in there. I think maybe I need a finer tip to get in there. Okay, where's that one with the chisel tip that I used the other day? This one. It has a really nice chisel tip. It's a Sharpie. Oops. We can come back in and smooth that out. See, so now you can't see the background through the crack in the door. Now I'm going to do that with this one. Oops, oops, oops. Sorta. All's good. And so we've done the same with that one. This door is really wonky. Really wonky, but that's okay. I've got some pencil lines on there. I will come back with an eraser and deal with that as well. Let's do that right now while I am thinking about it. I have an eraser on this desk right here. Hey, Beth, welcome. Yeah, the door's now weather sealed. I am doing tags with doors. And then I am going to put a monster behind it like this one. So let's trim this door frame down to fit the size of the card. How are you, Beth? This is a piece of old file folder with a gel print on top. Oh, good. I see you've got a new game happening. With luck, I will have time this evening to come and check it out. Is it today or tomorrow that you're doing it, Beth? So this isn't all the way to the side of that card. That's okay. I can decorate it with roses or something. Okay, so we've got the door frames. Really wonky door frames, I tell you. But it's okay. We're going for the whimsy here. I can have vines or maybe a plant pot with plants hanging down and then some sort of monster saying up top. Beth has a new game happening. Something about sixes. She got it from somebody else's channel. And from what I understand, what you do is you have a group of 6 people. And each of you takes 6 items. And you send the same 6 items to the other 6 people or the other 5 people in your group, keeping 1 set for yourself. And then you each do a page with what is sent to you, almost like your 10 for 10, Beth. Is that the way this is? And then 10 by 10. And then you show each other what you have made with you changed it? Okay. Anyway, it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's make some monsters. Oh, I was going to go around the door frames with the turquoise first. Let's do that so that it'll have a chance to dry while we're making the monsters. I am going to take a what kind of paintbrush do I want? I thought I had a 1/4-inch flat brush here someplace. If I do, it's buried on my desk. We're just going to use this one. You're not mailing. No. So I'm going to take this, and you know what? I'm just going to wobble line around it so it looks like raw edge wood almost, because I think it'll be fun. Kim and her wobbles. I know I've got a thing about wobble cutting and everything. I think it's because I can't cut a straight line. I can't draw a straight line. And I think it gives it a little bit of character. You know what? Let's take it all the way to the edge. That'll hide that edge of that bright pink. I guess I need to go down the other side as well. Don't forget, we still have to put hinges on. I guess the hinges will need to be some sort of I don't know. We've got far too many colors on these things happening. Maybe I'm going to do the monster in hot pink. It is overrated. Oh, awesome, Beth. And what time are you on, hun? Definitely I could put a number up there. I think I'm going to put just a big plant pot hanging or a lamp or something on that. 6? Okay. And that's Eastern, so that's 5 my time. It's definitely picking up the turquoise in the middle. This one I probably could have done in a dark purple, but that's okay. And I am a firm believer if you have to turn the card or tag or whatever around so that it's easier for you to deal with, please do so. I don't have many rules, if any. I think my main rule is you do it your way. I just throw ideas out there and it's up to you to do it your way. Right, guys? So I really do like that turquoise wood grain that's in there. I might come back with a thin um, paintbrush and go over the lines just to give it that extra punch of the color. But you also have to consider when you're doing things like this, how much time it takes you and what you're going to do with it. Because so many people don't want to spend lots of time putzing on something little like this for one page in their journal or one tag in their journal or what have you. I like to do this because I like having my own work in my journals. And because I've got so many bits and pieces of paper around, I want to use what I've got. I don't have excessive funds to go out and purchase items, right? So I make do. Now, see, I could go around this side as well with the turquoise, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's do the monsters. We're going to let this dry over here for now. Let me go to find monster colored papers. That would be a cute monster no, that's busy. I think for this bright purple one, for this one or this one, I'm going to find a hot pink and we're going to make a hot pink monster. And for this one, let's do a purple monster. Let's make it flow like that. Not that I often do it, but I'm feeling those are really swearing at each other right now. So I am just looking for some plain purple paper. I've got brown, I've got blue, I've got pink, red. Let's go into the bin underneath here. And as I've been cleaning up, I've been finding all kinds of solid colored papers. I actually found a piece of red, but I'm saving that now for the journals that we'll be making. I have a light purple. There's the pink I want to do the monster out of. It's similar. It's brighter than that, but it's okay. And then purple. Yay, purple. Think I can get a monster out of this? We're going to try. We are going to try. Yes, red paper. Yay! As I say, I'm not going to have it like every page be solid reds. I'm going to have a lot of like edgings in reds, and just so that people know that they don't have to have solid colors if they decide to follow along and journal with us. Okay, so I need something that fits behind that door. This fits behind the door. I'm going to have them hidden right inside this one, not hanging out like that one. And this will fit inside this door. I need to cut it there. All right, so I have papers to cut monsters out of. Now, what kind of monsters do I want to make? I think for this time round, I'm going to start with the neck. And he's going to have big ears. And kind of a flattish kind of head. And another big ear. We're wobble cutting, ladies. We're wobble cutting a monster. Oh, neck, shoulder. We're going to put the arms right on this one. It's going to be a hand. And down to the foot. Not sure how I want the feet to go yet. So, ooh. That's that foot. His hand will be hanging down. There's going to be our monster. What do you think? Still haven't decided quite how I want his feet to be. Let's see how he's going to fit behind the door. Ah, wet paint. Wet paint. Open. He's just going to have, you know what? We could make it so that this hand is peeking out like that. You're right. We got to have the hand peeking out. I like it. Okay, so we've got this monster. Let's do the other monster. Then we'll start with the facial features and the other things that are going to happen. This foot's just a little wide here. Let's do it like this. All right, this monster. Again, I don't know how I want the feet to go, so we're just going to do this. Body, arms. Doot, doot, doot. Don't know where I'm going from here. Let's start at the head. It's going to go in. It's going to be the hand. Ooh, it's almost like a jellyfish kind of hand thing happening here. He's got no body. It's okay. I'm having fun. And we are wobble cutting again. He's kind of like a blobby kind of monster. I like it. How about that? I don't know how I see things. I don't know. I saw that thing, that quote by the 4-year-old girl. She knows what art is. You just draw around what you think, draw a line around your think. I just seem to do that with scissors and paper. Okay, so now we have to give these guys some personality. Do you stick out the door? I could have his toes sticking out the door. Toes, maybe hand. We'll see what happens with this one, but that's okay. So let's pull out a lid because I don't want to pull that big plastic thing out. We need some eyes. Maybe they should have some weird color eyes. What about some yellow eyes? Purple people eater? We need a horn and only one eye. All right. He's going to have one eye and a horn. I have to give him a horn. Thinking, what color horn? Not sure. Got this little piece of, with that paper by doodled on it. You know, that'll still make a lovely horn. The Monster Mash series by Kim. Yeah. So it's got to be a little bit rounded at the bottom. And it's got to be thinking his horn needs to have a right turn. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the white gel pen and we're going to draw some curvy lines on it so it looks like it's rounded, sort of. Does that look like a horn? Oh, but he's going to need wings. Oh, I'm going to have to do little wings. I've got it. We're going to work with this. We're going to work with this, and we're going to glue down this horn. Yes. It almost looks like a party hat. Okay. It's okay. I'm going to do the eyes in white first, and then we're going to decide what color they're going to be. Big blob of white there. Fine little brush. This guy is a one-eyed, one horn. So we got to do one eye. This guy's going to have two eyes. But they're going to go this way. Okay, so we got one eye. Rinse the brush. It does look like a party hat, doesn't it? I'm going to have to take black and I'm going to put like hair coming up and over it so it no longer looks like a party hat. We'll see. We will see what happens with this. So I need wings. My chair is getting away from here. I am going to take a scrap of that white paper I'm going to lop off a hunk. Surprise! I just want a little hunk. So I got a little hunk of white paper. We're going to fold it in half. And we're going to make just little wee wings. So they're going to go up like this. Pair of wings. I'll have to cut them apart so that I can glue them where I want them. There's the wings. Okay, so we need black gel pen, black marker. Let's just use a gel pen because I am not going to be covering this in gluey stuff. Let's get his face happening here. So we need to do some sort of weird kind of thing inside his ears. Oh, I just put my hands in the eyes of this guy. Poked him in the eyes with my baby finger. Okay. So I've put some lines in the ears and I've outlined his face. But because he's a people eater, you know what? I think I'm going to have black paint. Going to have some black paint because he's going to have a wide open maw of a mouth. Come, funny man. Funny critter. So his mouth is going to be wide open like this. And it's going to be black. I'm going to give him some little wrinkly things here. And I'm going to use gel pen for the hair because it's finer. Okay, so now we have to decide his arm is going to come like this. This one's like this. So it's a big fat belly. I am going to test my new gel. Oh, my new markers that I got? Yeah, we can do that too. We can do that too shortly. So this guy's got just a big Buddha belly. Got to do the belly button again, you know. Mammal. Got to do the mammal thing. So let's give him some fingers. Just like that. I think he's just going to have like that kind of hand. The same kind of thing down here. So now I like the idea of the really big toes like I did on the other one. Okay, need to trim that out just a little bit. This side out just a little bit. So now let's give him some teeth. I guess he's got to have sharp, pointy teeth, right? Because he's a people eater. We'll come back in with a white gel pen and outline these, or maybe the black, so that they actually do have points. Fungus kind of toenail colors? I can. I can. I want to give him a yellow eye. And we want like a grungy greeny-ish toenails. I've got that yellow. I'm going to add some blue to it. Just a little bit of blue. Oi, my toothpicks are buried way over there. You know, I had this all really nice and clean. I really did. Okay, toothpicks are buried. What'll I use? What do I have that I can use to stir with? Oi, oi, oi. I have a plastic knife. It's kind of a lime green. What do you think? Lime green? I'll do it two-tone. Lime green and a dark green. This is a Delta Ceramic Coat Christmas green. I mixed it with that blue and yellow. I am going to take a flat brush and we're going to give him some really weird toenails, almost like leaves. Maybe his horn should have had that color too. Yes, no? Hey, Stacy, welcome. Nice to see you. We're making monsters behind doors today. I guess he's going to have nails on his hands like that too. Not getting quite the dark green in there as much. Get a light green. Goodness. How are you, Stacy? I think I want to go around the eyeball with some green. Relaxing? Nice. You know what? I think I'm going to take that green and I'm going to do his horn in that green. Oops. Oh, I like that much better. Much better. How's he looking, guys? Is he looking like a creepy monster yet? So the toenails are dry. Let's outline them in the black gel pen. I like him. He's getting there. He is getting there. The horn is dry, so where I did the white, I'm going to now do that in black. And the fingernails are still wet. I can outline the eye. And we'll outline these teeth, make them pointy. Oh, you know what would be kind of cool is if I added a little bit of green to the teeth. A little bit of green to the teeth. Monster with personality. Well, we try. We try and give them some personality. Just a little bit of green on the teeth. Oh, yes. Much better. Much better, much better. Let's get the fingernails outlined. I think I'm going to trim these big blocky toes off and think I should do between the nails a little bit too, or just leave them as it is. I think I'm going to trim out a bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys will like this. Hang on, hang on. So you guys making monsters for your journals too? Has anybody decided if they are going to make monsters or not? A little bit of whimsy. Hey, Jan, welcome. Yeah, still on. How was work? You making dolls? Your keyboard isn't working again, Jan? I don't know. Is he clear? Can you guys see him? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the white pencil crayon and I'm going to make it so that the top of his belly is really nice and light. And the center of his horn. Oh, he doesn't have any knees, guys. He doesn't have any knees. I think I'm going to trim on the inside of this arm a little bit too. Might not be able to do it now. We'll see. We'll see. Oops. Got a ugly edge here. Oh, you're going to give me get pointer. There we go. There we go. Now we need gray for shadowing under his chin. Right? He's got to have some shadow under his chin. And along his ears. Under his horn. Under his belly. Jan, thanks for getting your girl to send me pictures. I have to write her a note back thanking her. Jan's daughter was kind enough to send me pictures of the baby. Well, she's not a baby anymore, but. All right, all right, all right. Something's got to be done with his eye. There we go. We got it now. And some little bits of hair. Yeah, I got them last night. I just got sidetracked. You know, the way it happens with me. What do you think? I know that was supposed to be Belinda. That's the why I said, "Oh, isn't your keyboard working again?" Yeah, this is the one with the wings. So we're going to glue them on. Maybe I should have outlined the top of those as well. It's okay. We'll figure it out. And he is going to live behind this door. Oh, he sticks out way far. I'm going to have to trim that wing down a bit, I think. The wings need a trim. It's okay. I'll just take that section off. That section off. Oh, even his horn sticks out, guys. Well, it's going to have to be the way it goes. It's going to have to be the way he goes. I'll have to outline him completely because he doesn't totally show up against this purple background. I haven't heard a name. Oh, I like it, guys. I really like it. So we're just going to outline him with this gel pen. Sterling, Farber, Carter, Carson, take your pick. Tried to get him as close to the bottom of the door as possible. Not deciding, might have to trim him down or trim the door, the whole piece down to where his toes are. Purple Zeke. I think I want to put just a little bit of white at the tips of his ears. Oh, I think he needs cheeks, guys. I think he needs some sort of cheeks. Purple Zirkle? I like Purple Zirkle. He doesn't look like a very scary monster. I guess I just can't do scary. But he's, again, sneaking out the door. Let's get him in focus. Sorry. It's not very scary. Should I give him red lips? I think he needs red lips. Well, thanks for coming, Shaz. Nice to see you. I hope I inspired you to not dream about monsters, but to make one. Sweet dreams, Shaz. All right. Yep, that's exactly what he needed was bright red lips. Well, it's not a bright red, but needs a red lips. Makes a difference. Makes a big difference. Doesn't it make hole punch pink cheeks? I could. I have a hole punch right beside me. I had a hole punch right beside me. There it is. He needs this hot pink. Look, I have a little scrap over here. Let's use the little scrap. Ah! Ooh. Cheeks are pretty big. Not sure I like them. Well, thanks for coming. Yeah, no drama. I didn't even cut off my head. Take care. What do you guys think? You think those cheeks are a little on the big side? Do I leave them? I'll leave them. I'll leave them. All right. This is Purple Zirkle. He looks like a party monster. Yeah, because I mean, that horn still does look like a party hat. Just going around the outside with the gray, give it a bit of shading so it looks like he's not quite as smushed as he is. There we go. So we've now got two monsters behind doors. This one's not on a tag. Let's get that third one done. This one was done on Sunday. These are the ones from today. Oh, you know what? I still have to do hinges and stuff for this door. It's okay. All is good. Let's get this other monster done. He's fun. I like him. I really like him. Let's give these eyes another coat of white since I smudged them. Okay, what are we going to do with this one? How about if we give him some... He's going on this, right? So I've got turquoise and dark green and pink and black. What are we going to do with you? Like a Frankenstein type ponytail? A ponytail. Yes. What about, where'd that green go? Did I cut those doors out of it? Here. I'm going to give him a ponytail and funky hair out of this. Lapa hunk. So it's kind of going to go around his head. We'll trim that down to his head. And then it's going to go up and down. Like that. Oh, you can't see it. I'll trim the hair down to fit his head better. Ponytail? Oh, Purple Zircle was Beth's name. Okay, so we're going to we're going to glue the hair down right now, and then I'm going to trim it to his head. Oh, wait. I might not even have to trim it if I put it sideways. Oh, yeah. We'll just put it sideways because that works. Glue. There. Maybe it should be a girl. Well, it's a hot pink. Maybe it is a girl. Okay, so we got crazy hair. You know what? I think she needs a bow. I think she needs a bow in her hair. What about... That doesn't have purple. It's green. Turquoise. We'll have to have a turquoise bow. All right. I need a piece of paper that I can paint turquoise that I can do a bow out of. I'm going to use this. And turquoise paint is here. A bone. A bone. Earrings and a Barbie monster. A bow on the ponytail, a bone on the ponytail. Well, I can try both. I can try both. I'm going to just paint this turquoise because I don't have turquoise paper. Okay. If I do a bow, I can also have bones sticking out both ends. A bow around a bone. Exactly. Yes. 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 And I can do earrings for sure. Okay, let's cut out just a couple of little bones. Uh, the thigh bone's connected to the knee bone. Does that look like a bone? Do we have those look like a couple of bones? Peeps, do those look like bones? Okay, so we got the bones. We're going to have to give it some sort of hair. We're going to take this green, 2 shades of green, and we're going to do some. I've got too much water on this brush. Come on. It's not getting me the shading that I want. It's not bad. Not bad. Not great. Holding a club? I could do a club. I've got. I don't know. I had a piece of that paper left that looked like wood grain. Holding a club. See, I'm going to make a club out of this here piece of paper. Like this. Big red lips, yes. It would be Rubble. Because wasn't he uh, Barney and Wilma's? No, Fred and Wilma. Barney and Betty's son? Okay, so let's do the big red lips. Big, buggered that. Oops, I goofed on that. Sorry for the language slip, ladies. Of course I can put glitter. Big red lips. I have that green glitter paint. I'll put it in the hair. Let's get a piece of scrap paper. Scrap paper. Scrap paper. We'll put it behind her hair. You know what? Let's just do glitter, green glitter things all over her body. So it kind of looks like her glittery hair is everywhere. Because we can. I think we're all showing our age, Sonia. Okay, so we got this glittery doll. I'm doing the bow for her hair out of this piece of painty paper. Scissors. Just cutting out a bow kind of shape because we can. Nope, don't like the way that turned out. Rats. Okay. Maybe just plain dark green bow won't show up. What have I got, guys? What about purple? I think we could use purple. Although this piece doesn't have any purple in it, we could still use purple. I didn't give him knees. I gave him ankles. He never got knees. Okay, let's do a bow. This is going to be a bigger bow than anticipated, but that's okay. And again, I think I've got it too long in the middle. I do. You know what? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart and I'm just going to glue them on top of each other. Is what I am going to do. Why am I having trouble doing bows today? That's just silly. So we've got a bow for on her ponytail, and behind the bow is going to be these bones. I think that bow's too big for the bones. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Small bow, piece of purple painted paper. Okay. Smaller bow. Kim's having difficulty today. Go figure. What the heck? Tank top dressed with a ragged hem. Oh, she can have a dress. She could. There's a bow. Okay, let's stick the bones behind. Like this. Almost like a skull and crossbones. It'll be a bow and crossbones. Doesn't look like bones anymore, though. Does it still look like bones? I don't think so. What happens if I just put bones in her hair? Just like a bone. One bone, maybe. One bone in the bow. Yep. One bone and the bow. Yeah, I'll do that too. I will edge and shade the bones. Oh, and we're talking like a sundress kind of thing. I can do that. So she needs a scoop neck top. Let's fold it in half. Scoop neck top, little strap, think I may have cut that just a little. Nope. Yep. Okay, so that's the top of the dress. Got to, the straps will be much shorter. And then the straps are going to go behind the head and fold down. And a raggedy hem, you said? I can do that. So that's going to be up there, and we'll give it a wobble cut hem. Oh, the other bone could be a nice necklace. What about that? Is that an okay dress? Or do you want the to be more like this? I like that. Okay, gonna glue that down. She makes you laugh. You know, I have to do this because I just have to. She's gonna have really hairy armpits. She's a modern miss. Okay, eyes. Green eyes because I've got green. Ouch! Let's just take this into this brush. Green eyes. Her dress does look tie-dyed. It's actually roses from a that's one of my embossing folders. I used it to make, yes, hairy armpits. It's got to have hairy armpits. To Boo Barbie? Boo Barbie, I like it. Definitely. So she's got a cudgel. Which hand should it go in? Because we're going to have to fold the hand over like she's holding it. But we want it this way. Might have to go in this hand. Thinking. Definitely has to be holding it. Like this. I'll take a little piece of pink and put it over like fingers. So we're going to glue that down. It's got to go, the bow has to, it's behind the bow, almost like, okay. I got it. Got it. I think I got it. That's going to go like this. And then she's going to have this over top to hold it like, I got it. You know how I want it. It's her hand holding it. We're going to cut that around. Now, she's going to have turquoise fingernails, maybe? Okay, first of all, let's start doing some outlining on this stuff because and I think that bone needs like a tea stain almost, like something. I'm just going to use my muck water. Just so it's not so stark white, kind of grayish. You know what? She might have just itty bitty feet, maybe. Hey, Dawn, welcome. I can give her I don't know if I want to give her sandals. I had trouble doing sandals the last time. It's okay. You certainly can. We're doing door tags with monsters behind. So this is Purple Circle. Platform shoes. Could possibly do platform shoes. Because I did this monster on Sunday. So we're just carrying on the monster behind doors theme. So we've got Boo Barbie happening. Working on her. I was just doing some outlining because some things are just getting lost right now. Okay. Lips. We got big red kissy lips. Did the bone, did this, the cudgel. You've been making ATCs today? Nice. Oh, I'm glad you're getting ideas for your Halloween journal. Don't know what she's got. You know what? She could have a bone in this hand, be holding this bone in this hand. I like that. Club in one hand, bone in the other. Come on. Oh, nice. In Joni's group, I just sent mine for this month's swap. The way I sent it out yesterday. I feel like I'm falling behind a little bit, but it happens. All right. So again, it looks like she's got some little fingers, paw things happening here. Bone. Where'd that purple come from? Get out. Again, I'm just going to take my muck water and I'm going to put it on this bone to get rid of some of the color on it, white. Okay, so what about if I do more like a stiletto kind of thing? Because I've got this purple, or actually I'll use that purple from her dress and her bow because it is just copy paper. That other piece of purple is cardstock. It won't feel nice to give stilettos. Okay, piece of paper, fold it in half. Don't care what color, like what it is. So we're going to do the toes. And it's going to go up. And then we're going to do a stiletto type heel. And it's going to go down. Oh, it's still attached. So now we have to trim her feet to fit. So they're a little bit long. I'm going to chop off the toes on the feet so that they're going to fit in the shoes. And I'm going to have to make that a little bit rounded. So let's see if I can get them to semi-match. We're going to see if this is going to work. May have to trim that and trim this. Okay. Okay. We're going to glue these on. What? Oh, wow. We're going to trim her feet to match the shoes right away because it's just going to be easier for me. Just going to be easier. Oh, stiletto heels. Yeah. Don't forget, this is Boo Barbie. This is Boo Barbie. Okay, so we're going to trim that little piece of hot pink off of there. We're going to trim this piece of hot pink back to here. We're going to cut this hot pink out. This is just a little bit of cussy cutting here, guys. Little bit of cussy cutting. So I am going to outline with, whoa, got really carried away there, with black. So I should be able to deal with that little bit of pink at the bottom there. And we're just going to trim that just a smidge, just a smidge. Hey, Teresa, welcome, welcome. We're making Boo Barbie. Trying to get her to focus. We've got this dress happening. Our Boo Barbie has hairy armpits. I'm just doing the black gel pen outline. Okay, so we need a little bit of a chin happening here. We're making monsters today. Oh, let's do something about this bow. Got to do something about this hair too because it didn't go quite the way I wanted it to. Well, I guess I need to give her kind of like little bangy kind of things because that was just too sharp against the head. Is she clear? Do something else with this club. We forgot to do the earrings. I think I'm just going to do white dots of paint for earrings. Okay, I don't have any schmata. Oh yeah, I have it. Nope. What? Where did it go? Lost it. Here we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. So with the earrings, they'll be kind of like dangly earrings. I have to let them dry before I circle them like Go around them. Going around the edge of the dress with the black gel pen. Oh, I guess we could give her a bit of a necklace too. Might as well, right? We're bringing her up. We might as well bring her up well. Oh, how did the purple guy turn out? The purple circle. So that's the purple dude. Yeah. Yes. All right. So, gotta get that white paint dry. So she is going to go behind door number 3. Oh, she's way big, ladies. Way big. But that's okay. Everybody else is hanging out, right? This is the guy I did Sunday. So he's hanging out. He's smushed, right? This guy's creeping out of the door. No, no, I'll have her coming out, hanging out the door. Oh, thanks, Pam. I have a lot of fun. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys throw ideas at me because it just makes it that much more fun, right? I'm just going to give her a little bit of bloodshot eyes here because it just makes sense to me. Let's outline the eyes. Oh, I can do the white circles for the earrings now. The necklace. So let's just take a little bit of, I'm going to have to glue her in right away. A little bit of white. So dot on the eyes. A little bit on the bottom lip. The top lip. And I don't know what else I need, guys. That's okay. I'd love to see lots of Boo Barbies happening. Her hair is not going to show up really nicely against that door. I'm going to have to really outline when I glue down. Let's glue her in. She's beautiful. She is beautiful. And I appreciate you guys throwing ideas. I really do. It makes it so much more fun. Let's get some under there so that it actually sticks that way. She's very matchy with her outfit, her bow in her hair, her dress, and her shoes are all matchy. So she's at the height of Barbie fashion. That. Like that. Oh, what are you? Get off of there. You do not belong. Let's trim these stilettos down so they're flush with the bottom of the card. And if Beth does decide to have people make Boo Barbies, then I know my job here is done because I've inspired people to play. Right, right. Oh, just the tip of the bone and the very, very tip of the shoe is sticking out. That's okay. Perfectly okay. Wow, she's got a lot of outlining. Hokey Dinah. All right. I think I want just a bit more of that grunge water on these bones. I think she's kind of fun. Guess we need a little bit of shadowing under her chin. Under her bottom lip. Around her hair. Under her eyes. No, maybe she needs a little bit of blue eyeshadow because it will clash lovely with all the green and purple. She needs cheeks. This side of her face is just so darn flat. I'm just going to use that's orange, isn't it? You know what? It'll still show up. I'm going to give her some cheekbones. Nope, not with that. I have red paint here. I'm going to use the red paint. I'm going to water it down just a little bit. We're going to give her a couple of nice red cheeks. That paint will wash out when it's dry because I've added a lot of water to it. I like her better with the eyeshadow and the cheeks. I like the green glitter we've put on her. As I say, I'm going to have some sort of a blurby thing on the tops of these cards. Either that or I might just cut them off at the tops, leave a little bit, and so it could just have one single word like boo or something. Not sure. I'm sure it will get figured out. So I want to thank everybody for being here. And I had fun decorating envelopes and working on my washi paper and making my monsters in the doors. I hope you guys had fun and were inspired. I thank you guys all for coming and visiting and watching me make more cluttery mess. But that's a normal thing here, right? Look, I'm throwing bits out, guys. Lots of bits going in the garbage. Trying to keep my bits at a low roar. Even those, gone. And on that note, thanks a lot for being here again. I appreciate you all. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate the support you give me. I love the fact that you throw ideas at me to get me to work my brain. And oh yeah, clutter happens. So does mucky hands. They're a little bit green and purple and blue and glittery. So take care, everyone, and I will see you on Friday. And don't forget, Jean Peter will be here, and with luck, we will start working on our rainbow journals, or at least we'll discuss it enough that you guys can play along with us. Take care, all. See you soon. Bye now.